Got.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you.
All right. So
Okay,
some
so-
basics. So someone's calling me, of course. So hang on one second.
Yeah, don't worry.
Hello? Oh, no, you're great. Okay, so let's break things kind of down. The other video you showed too about the ankle mobilizations. If you look at his hip position in those two movements, they are very different. In his able, let me go here. In his able left leg, right? He's open. He's
Okay.
open and he's shifting. In his unable right leg, everything is closed. So we know it goes all the way up the chain.
Okay. So right leg is closed, and when he goes with the left, everything is open.
Yes.
Open. Okay. Okay.
And so if we start with just the splay here, let's figure out how far I gotta get. Okay. You still see me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, my right foot is my uncovered. So if we're here, you have to think tibia, hip, everything is also kind of shifted out. When I saw his knee on that foot, right? The knee is generally, quote unquote, straight, but the foot is splayed. So before we start messing with the foot, let's look at adjusting things up the way. So if I'm standing here and my hips are forward, there is a different angle. That makes sense so far?
Okay.
So my hips are forward and my foot's splayed. So the first bit is to keep the foot, and then I'm just going to pull, and I'll face you so you can see it better, right? So I'm taking position. This is where I'm at. So I'm going to take it, and now I'm going to pull my hips over the top. I'm not going to move the foot. I'm just going to center everything on top.
Okay.
On top of it. And
okay.
I'm
So basically, we are doing the opposite of what we see. So we see an open. Everything's open on the left. We are trying to close it.
Yeah. We just know. So pull back from that again. When he was doing the ankle, he was able to recognize get load here. But when he was doing the right ankle, he didn't trust loading this leg. That's why everything was, he had weight here.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking at simply being able to load this leg in the pattern opposite. So again, this is where he's at. So instead of trying to turn the foot first, we're going to keep the foot and we're going to change and rotate everything on top of it. So again, here from the side, this one likes to go out. All I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, get my hips square with the foot, and just balance there. Step one.
Okay. And do you want him to be a little bit squatted, or maybe try to go squat and go up?
He could. I would start straight first and then allow the sink, because soon as you bend the knee, there's going to be another lever involved.
Yeah.
So, right, soon as I do this, I create another bend. Right now, we want to just get the stack with as little bends as possible. Eventually, yes, but just for him to understand the twisting, we want to minimize that bend.
Okay.
So that would be.
Yeah. So just to recap, so foot straight. No, let me actually do it so I can make it do it right. So, okay, foot is straight, knees is straight, and I want to basically close here at the hips.
Almost. He doesn't keep his foot straight. His foot stays out. So instead of changing the foot, we're gonna keep the foot and twist everything over it straight.
Okay. So the foot is here. I don't change the foot, and I try to move everything over the foot, so we can load it better.
Yes, so there's going to be a twist involved. So let me.
Okay.
Okay. So again, here I am. So all I'm looking, my hips are here, my foot's facing that way. So if I do this, all I want to do is match. I want to match that belly button. So I'm going to be internally rotating through everything on the standing portion to allow that to happen. That's the first thing that we're going to look at is, can I pull my body weight? And here's the foot, here's my belly. Can I pull my body weight even with it and load it?
Okay. Okay. So basically we just want to let his brain like recognize that he can load. He may want to load that leg.
And that there needs to be a twist. Yes, there needs to be a twist to fully load it.
Okay. Because right now everything is open because he doesn't share the load, so there is no
because the foot is flared, the hip is flared. Okay. So all we're doing is we're matching the hip to the foot angle.
Okay. So
we're creating an internal rotation twist because everything is flared externally. Okay.
So can I have him try?
Sure, for sure.
Okay. Oh, I have Sarah here.
Oh,
your twins.
Apparently you are my twin.
This is what he says. Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I don't know if I see it, but dark hair, okay.
You are actually very similar. Trust me.
I believe it. You're the unbiased one, so I would believe it.
She's just like she's British, you're American, so it's like just the accent is different.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I leave your work.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
So yeah, she's the new physiotherapist, but we are working with some nice case. Yeah, I also have to talk to you about some new case, but working with her is very cool because we can match some things that she feel with the manual therapy.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's very cool. Okay, let's get back to Ame. So basically.
Okay. So let him stand normal.
Normale, posizione normale, ok? Quindi vedi che quel piede è leggermente extraruotato, ok? Adesso cerchiamo di matchare queste anche qua con quel piede, ok? Quindi vai a intraruotare e a ruotarci attorno verso di chiudo.
Okay, notice it, yeah.
Close.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he just wants to be able to pull it. So things that's happening, he's using his up leg. You see how he wanted to rotate opposite? So
and I also see how the foot is like trying to grip the floor.
Yep.
So we also want to feel like changing pressure when we do this. So,
yeah, we're eventually and because when he lifted, he said that the main was on his inside, which was what I guessed. I wanted him. We have to have him learn to load the outside again. So that's coming. But the first bit is to just, again, pull that hip over the foot and create that internal rotation twist. Okay. How do you think we can progress this eventually? And like, how long would you go? Yeah. Like, for how long would you work this until it's easy. So let me show you some like unintentional cheats that are happening. Okay. So he's using this leg. So what you want to do is you want to have this leg in front, bring this back, keep it on the ground. Okay. Have it twist it in. And then we want to get rid of the foot in extension. So see if he can balance. Okay. Okay. So from there, lift the back foot. No, you can see. Oh, sorry. Yeah, from there, see if he can straighten the knee. Prova a distendere il ginocchio dalla gamba dietro. Good. And now, can he hold that there on that front leg and get rid of the back leg off the ground? Good. He shouldn't hinge forward. He should stand straight up.
Yeah, devi stare su, non devi inch forward. Okay?
Yep, it's gonna be tricky.
Okay.
So that would be one.
Okay.
The next
Yeah,
then would be once he can get that.
yeah.
Can you see my feet?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
So once he can get that, again, being able to stay upright, then he can look at down. And for him, he wants to keep his heel down because he doesn't have that ankle. He just wants to learn how to kind of keep that and manifest that. Then without gripping on the toes, toes are up, but just being able to pull himself into the ground. He doesn't want to go heel yet because he doesn't have any ankle dorsiflexion without the heel lifting.
You mean Joe? No. You know, Darren is talking about Joe pitch and roll. So when you said
yes, yaw pitch. So basically, we'll use those.
Yeah, he can pitch the ankle, right?
Correct. He can pitch the shin. So he's yawed out to the outside. So we have to get yaw back to the inside. And he cannot pitch the shin forward without the heel lifting.
Okay.
So these are things that he cannot do. So we're going to, instead of create a fake situation in which he's doing that, we just want to be able to do it step by step under load, under his body weight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very cool. And what do you think about I also sent a video where we did just like one exercise basically that I'm using sometimes lately with client to with the brick, just to pitch the shin and maintaining the arch. So that, or maybe then loading with like the same, but just keeping the arch and maybe doing a little bit of drop. You know?
Yeah. So it's interesting with him, and using the brick is not a bad idea, but because everything is crammed, because everything's stuck here, his tibia, everything sticks.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get motion through the foot and ankle with the heel being able to stay down, so that he can open up space within it.
Okay.
If this is his foot, and the only way he can get that to pitch is by lifting the ankle.
Yeah.
We need to be able to separate those two movements out. So that's why we want to be able to keep his heel down and then look at pitch. Okay.
So see, it's pretty similar to my situation on I was in a similar way. You remember I couldn't pitch the ankle because I don't have space. I haven't space. Right. So we started, for example, moving the calcaño.
Yeah, the heel. Yeah.
I don't remember the word of the heel.
Heel.
Here.
Yeah, it's the heel.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No.
So we work it through movement to move the heel and to create space for the ankle
which takes. So again, just that loaded. Now, if we look about the space and the twist issue, right? So as an example, just like a seated version. So again, he's stuck here and here, and in the air it stays. There's no rotation. So we could look at the ability to pin the heel and twist in. And when this foot comes in, this shin should also come in. So we have basically this sweep across. Just getting that motion, focusing on the motion and not the load, because doing both is going to kind of wear. We could look at, again, if he's here, we can start to look at the ability to roll over that inside, which should help create some space. We can also look at, because again, he doesn't have any roll either, we can look at the ability to roll over the outside. Having that knee and that foot integrate there. We could look at, since he's stuck splayed out and stuck in external rotation, We could look at things such as a block. So I have this desk.
Yeah.
Desk board here, right? So my foot likes to splay. So I'm going to go here, and now I'm going to press, and I'm going to start to create tension into internal rotation. And you'll see too, if I pull this around, right, here's dead. You'll see that that foot splay will happen to try to help me create force. And the heel, everything is going to isometrically, if you will.
Yeah.
Try and turn into the device. So eventually I will be able to get it. So heel stays and I can push and I start to activate all this tissue.
Yeah.
And then can I actually get movement? And I'll go right over that fourth arch.
Yeah.
I could do this same concept from sitting. I could take it standing in a door jamb.
Yeah.
So here I am. I'll just block it from the inside. Actually, let me show you from this angle.
So this is the school I will come.
Yeah. I'm only. Okay, you can see here. So here's the door jamb, right? I can do it standing and I can drive into it. But if I pull back, now I can start to get hip integration. So facing this way. And I'm simply looking at the ability to start to twist the hip with that block.
Okay. In this case, Chris, in this case, your hips are open, so he's like in external rotation. Okay.
Yes,
and then from that position, he's trying to close, right?
Right. So we're gonna open up the hips and then work that foot ankle complex and internal rotation.
Okay.
I have to go back into my office because someone is pounding on the door. So it's nonstop here. So the eventual then would start to look potentially like this. Again, a hip foot integration.
Yeah.
Where I'm using the heel. You can see my feet okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, this is that focus.
Okay.
And start to integrate into positions. And in this position here, I'm still working that inside of the foot that he likes. The next step and the next layer would be to start to work the outside of the foot. So any piece of wood, we have that similar sequence. This isn't gonna work. So now I'm gonna load the outer ball of foot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna, again, have the twist first. Can I load the outer ball of foot and stay put? Please note, if I show you from the side, or the back side, I am not doing this. This is what he wants because he doesn't have any lateral. I'm gonna keep the heel low and figure out how to load over the outer ball of foot.
Okay.
Keeping it off the ground, keeping the heel low.
Yeah.
That inner working going.
Okay.
So it could be a brick, it can be a piece of wood. So can I get that outer layer lowered and create the arch by not letting that inside fall down? Then to get him to go downward, this goes into the incline. I don't necessarily have an incline or anything to use at this moment, but if I pretend that I'm using this, right? So flat against the ground, and now we have the incline. Remember, when you're on a deep, this is where his toes would be. When you're on a decline, the body wants to go down. So from that decline then, from the decline. I'm just going to kind of mimic it here.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have the decline. But from the decline, right? I'm going to lift the heel as if it was all on the board. Then,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see my knees. Then I'm just going to let gravity do its thing. Because remember, I'm on the decline board. I'm loading the outer ball.
You mean the decline on the outside?
Yeah.
Or on the back?
The board is facing, the board is going down. So you're on a decline because decline is down. Incline is up. He's already stuck up. We want to go down. Decline is down. So I have the outer ball of foot on the decline.
Oh,
and then
okay. I got you.
Then I'm going to let gravity help me figure out both how to go down and how to go forward. So again, on a decline. We're getting it. That's what's helping. And then I get the knee over the toe.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to, you're going to start to figure out how to make space. So instead of trying to wrench into that tibia and into that ankle complex, the space is just going to fall like water into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're going to pitch and jaw in that case.
Yes.
You're going to pitch the tibia and jaw the ankle. So to create a little bit space.
Way to use the words. But that's so just to kind of recap, we need to get him familiar with the opposite. So if he's pitched out and using the inside ball of his foot, we have to learn how to have him pitch in or yaw in, if you will, I should say. You turn in and load the outside of his foot. Once that becomes familiar again, and the body finds it safe and okay, then the space will take care of itself. Because he won't have the one option that he's been using and working with. He will realize he has other options in order to create space, make space, utilize motion.
Options develop stability.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it.
Okay. So thank you, Chris. We have like many options.
There's quite a bit there.
Yeah. So and I also have the registration, so I can go back. But I took some notes.
Perfect.
When you were talking, but like very easy. So just like, okay, this is open. I want to close. This is load on the inside. I want to load the outside, and we will go back just to see the exercise selection. So we will build on what you show.
Yeah, and then so you start to think about, because everyone's always about progression. Yes, you want to get there, but you want to nail these basics first. So, common progressions would be the angle of the board. If I'm going to load him up, I'm only going to load his right side. Don't worry about that left side. That left side's been doing all the work. So if I'm going to have him on the incline board and I'm going to have him drop and I'm going to load him up in that drop compressed position, I'm only going to load his right hand, his right side, his his right shoulder, his right arm, because we need that right side loaded. I don't know if you are just watching when he's in the background, when he stands, like anybody with an injury, when he stands, all the weight's on his left leg and this one's out, resting.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Stable leg, mobile leg.
Yes.
So this become the stable leg, even if it's not like for the fold, let's say.
So other than necessarily having to mobilize, all we need to do, mobilize one and stiffen the other. We just need to learn to load that side that is unloaded and or the rested side. Because the thing is, it's actually not the mobile side. It's just less stable because it's locked up. It isn't actually mobile. So that left side right now has to be the stable and the mobile. And this is just kind of this like peg leg that is doing whatever it can and the twist that it can.
I saw that on the video. I was thinking the same. So another thing that he can do, since she like physiotherapists and in the team, and like they are trying to let him run. So maybe he can do some of this work and then go run, for example, like
Yes.
before as a
Yes.
warm up.
And at the
Okay.
very, even again, it's like a, let me feel it. So when the running is happening,
Yeah.
instead of like his usual, just have him run opposite. Have him run and figure out how to run with things turned in. Once things turn in, I'm gonna go in that out of
Yeah.
all the foot. But it's just a way to get that dynamic and to start to make it okay with the brain. That it's always a brain game and safety, and like you said, opening options when there's a lockdown injury.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Okay. I've got one more question, but it's not related to Ame.
Okay.
It's Pierre. Like I was thinking, like it's 2 weeks that I'm thinking about up leg and get down leg. Okay. And you posted a video where you were talking about like there is a set pattern when you, for example, put on your trousers. So
Yes.
if I'm not wrong, because I thought about this a lot, the foot that is on the ground is my stand up leg because it's keep me up.
Correct.
Or it's the
Yes.
opposite. It's right.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so this is a good thing because since my injury was on the left side, so it's the stiffer, let's say now. So it's the stand-up leg, and I can still go down with the other one. So this is good. I don't know if you saw a video a reel that I posted where I was running in the parking downstairs. I'm running. I'm getting fast. I'm running good.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's the effort and for you is always there. Now, instead of just working hard, you're working smart and hard. And that's when things, right? It's great to work hard, but you got to know what to do. Like, what are the instructions? Yeah. So now you're putting it all together with the effort.
Yeah. And also I'm trying to, as you said, work smarter. So when I train, I just like, if I want to train, if I'm doing something, then when like the voglia, come si dice? When you want something, so when I don't want any more training, I don't just do because okay I have to do 5 sprint more. I just, if I want to do things, jump, run, or do an isos, I do it. Then I stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is good. Last question, and then we close. Just because
that's okay.
I have a lot of things. So I'm doing a lot of altitude drops. I'm using this system. Maybe I've shared a book with you. I don't know if you have had the chance to take a look, but it's called the greatest sport book ever.
Yes, okay. You did send it, and I'll be honest, I haven't been able to look at it yet.
Yeah, don't worry, you have it. So basically, it's very performance related, but it's very cool in terms of like neurodynamics of muscle on training. So there are 2 cool things that I'm working on, and one is altitude drops, and the other one is extreme isos. When I talk about extreme isos, it's just taking up an extreme position. So, for example, in a lunge, I go. I go.
Wide.
Extreme range, and then I lift the knee. So I'm like having my brain learning the end range. So I have the start position, the end position, and the brain can recognize everything in the middle. So this is the basics behind the extreme isos. And another things that we can do is like taking the extreme isos and then pulling into position. So using your like pulling in the position. It's like a pace and race if we talk about FRC.
I totally understand what you're saying. I wouldn't say it's a bad or a negative thing. However, the position that I would counter is that you are probably not going to be performing in extreme ranges. And we might not actually want extreme ranges if we're looking for fast elasticity. Remember, it's the short range where I get that speed and that power. The longer the
Mhm.
range, the slower things go, and the more, I guess, strength-based it is. So, oh, go ahead.
And what do you think about when they say, okay, extreme range, I have the beginning, I have the end range, the extreme end range, so the brain can take care of everything's in the middle?
Well, it's already doing what it should. It's already doing optimal based on the system and the way you use it. So you are trying to, in essence, expand optimal, but the way you're training it is to expand optimal for the theory that more range is better. All I'm trying to point out is that more range might not necessarily be better. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but you want to take that and you want to test it. Where is your true range? Where's your actual home? Play with that, do those same concepts with that, then stretch it out, then go back to the home and see if anything is any different. If that home feels less elastic, less athletic, less responsive after that extreme, I don't think that's something you probably should be training every day. Maybe every once in a while, if things are feeling weird in there and you have to kind of dig into it, but I wouldn't have the extreme be the goal.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you say, and I want to like later I share you like a post, no, not a post, like it's an article, and so we can dig a little, discuss more. Yeah.
I'm into digging.
Yeah, and the other things that we need to discuss next time, I'll send you some videos that I did, is the altitude drops, because like the altitude drop is basically absorbing high level of force, and for me it was like big deal because I couldn't.
You weren't used to anything.
Yeah, and let's say, for example, we climb, and when you climb, you maybe you will fall from it. So it makes sense for me to be able to doesn't fear to fall from something high.
No, that definitely goes into that mental state. I think in your case, with that injury of a super tight, surgically repaired tendon, that you do want it to know what it is like to absorb, but also remember that the idea behind these tendons is actually produce. So yes, it is a way to like stress and test it, but don't forget that the actual goal is production of force through a bunch of directions.
Yeah. Okay, very cool. Yeah, thank you very much, Chris. You're
welcome.
Later. Bye.
Yeah, and more. We can continue this discussion, more videos back and forth. You got it.
Yeah, we will for sure, and maybe we will do another call once we get to a point where we don't know where we go. We will ask you.
Did I lose you?
No, I can't hear you.
You're back. I hear you now.
Okay. Oh yeah. Just saying we will talk and make another call when we start.
The decline stuff. I thought of this when I first saw the videos. So I actually sent you videos of what I'm talking about. So you'll be able to have a better picture.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Bye, Chris. Bye-bye.